Welcome back to the Scorpio Show. I'm your host, G. Let me talk to y'all real quick because this is something that's been bothering me. It makes no sense to me. Let me give you some background on why it don't make no sense. All right. Now, as most of y'all know, I used to be married, and in marriage, the wife, should take her husband's last name. There should be no hyphen. The only reason why she wants to hyphen is because she wants to still keep her maiden name and want to keep your name. That's retarded. Don't do it. It's done. It makes no sense to hyphen. Don't hyphen your name, because you still want to be, you should take your husband's name because you should be as one, hands down. But anyway, continuing. Now, as y'all know, I was married. There was no hyphen. But now, Monique wanted to take my name. She wanted to take my name. Which was all right, but y'all have to understand now. Mind you, her kids, all different dads, every one of them, all different dads. Now, mind you, but the thing about it is, they never took their father's last name. They took her last name, So, in them taking her last name, they have, her last name. So, in this instant, he took my last name. My son took my last name. But the thing about it is that when we divorced, she wanted to keep my last name. She kept it. Why? Let me give you the reason why she kept the last name. Is because the thing about it is so I want to say something, but I'm not trying to sound like an... Let me tell you this. There's no reason why a woman should keep a man's last name if you're no longer married. The reason why I think women keep the man's last name is because, number one, they want to either piss him off or piss the next woman, or piss off the next woman that gets married to him. Oh, I was the first one. I was the first one, or I was the second, or whatever. But what I'm saying, though, is this. It's either that, or the reason why the woman keeps the man's last name is because she still feels like she still wants to hold on to him. No real woman wants to keep the last name of the person that divorced them. I divorced her. I divorced her. So no real woman wants to keep that last name. Like, why would I want to keep a name that, the reason why she kept the last name is because most people know her by her maiden name. But, now people know her by her married name. By her marriage last name. So, by my last name. So, the reason why she wanted to keep it is because both her children, all her children have the same name, and I was like, makes no sense. You didn't hyphen your name. Now, if you hyphen your name, I can understand that. But you didn't hyphen your name. You completely got rid of your last name and took mine. Hands down. Went to go do the paperwork and everything. So, everything was done. But let me tell you this, y'all. Let me ask you this. Why would a woman want to keep the man's last name? What's the purpose? For what reason? I don't understand. The only thing I can think of is she hasn't let him go yet, and she hasn't let him go, so she still, wants to be connected, and that's the only way she could be connected to him is by the last name. Or she probably wants to throw it in the face of whatever, or just piss him off because she hasn't get rid of the last name. Now I was kind of, I was there. I was kind of, hot about it. I was like, why you want to keep the last name? Get rid of it. Go back to your maiden name. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to keep, the thing about it is that we had a son together. So since our son has my last name, she figures that she should also, which makes no sense to me. Because now she can't go back to really her maiden name. Not unless she goes back to changing it. I don't know. Can you go back and redo it? Can you go back and hyphen the name? Can it happen? Or does it have to happen before, the preacher or the whoever does the ceremony signs off on it, and then it gets handed in? I don't understand. But I still, if you guys can let me know why a woman would need to keep the man's last name. If you guys are no longer married, if you guys are divorced, there should be no reason why she should keep the last name, hands down. It makes no sense. If it's the past, leave it the past. Go back to your name and be cool. Be by yourself, hands down. But on that note, please let me know what's up. I figured I get that to you because it was on my mind. But anyway, alright, gave you a little history about me and a question for y'all to answer back. I really do think it's really to hold on to that dude. Like, really, for real. There's no reason why she should keep the last name unless she's really trying to hold on to something that's no longer. That's what I think. And especially, how does the dude... what's funny is that if she was to get in another relationship, which I think she is in another relationship, how does that dude feel? I think he's kind of more pissed off because she has my last name and she kept my last name. Now if she gets married, does she hyphen her name now? Does she hyphen it or take his last name? Would she hyphen Pitts, hyphen whatever, or how does that work? Especially for y'all women, how does that work? How pissed off would that boyfriend be? Pretty pissed off. Anyway. Yep. Holla at me. That's why I ask deep questions. When I ask questions. All kind of questions. Bottom line. You dig? But on that note, figure I'll give y'all a little something. Tell me what's up. Alright? Once again, if anybody needs prayer, if anybody needs something, go ahead and hit me up. Inbox me. If you have a topic you want me to talk about, inbox me. Like I always say, stay up and stay real. God bless.